Hello and welcome. I'm going to try to do a brief tutorial video for parents. I may talk a little bit fast because I've tried to do this a couple of times and the video seems to be much longer than I want it to be. So I'm just going to show you how to access information. I'm going to go into share screen mode and how you can help your son or daughter to succeed in US history. So I hope you can see this in screen share mode. Basically, to access my sites, you can type in Boothby Google or Boothby Google site. Boothby Google Classroom, whatever you type in, takes you to this top link. Scroll down, find your student's class, first, second, third, fourth, fifth period, what class they're in. I'm going to select first period here. I'm just going to do a quick walkthrough. Now on my main page, you will see help features. There's their attendance sign in. Zoom link. You can use this asynchronously or anytime outside of the synchronous time to get a hold of me for help. We encourage your child, if they're struggling, to contact me asynchronously. Click this and I'll be right there to help them. There's an online textbook. You click the online book and you'll scroll down. Highly suggest that you bookmark this. So depending on what page, the page numbers are here, depending on what page number they're on, click the link. It will take you to the actual HMH American History textbook. You can zoom in, scroll down. And this is right out of the physical book, and you can actually even download this. This can be downloaded here or from HMH. This is the tab you want to really keep track of, which is the Classwork tab. You can see we have 2 lessons. They're grouped in twos. We have 2 lessons per week, 2 assignments or lessons, and they're grouped in categories. Our first assignments were in week 2. You'll see there's part 1, part 2, always 2 per week. The first one is kind of the nuts and bolts, the reading, and the second one will be project-based. This is the one that we just completed. So if you want to see, if you look in Skyward and your son, it says missing, or your daughter, missing part 1, you would just click on part 1, view the assignment, click instructions. And again, all this can be done from the Classwork tab. If you just would bookmark that. If you scroll down, you'll get instructions. Shows the pages that they're to read. There's tutorial video, a lesson summary. The Revolutionary War is over, and in 1783, the Treaty of Paris is signed, officially recognizing the colonists as a new nation, the United States of America. So the lesson summary for this, it's about the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, and they're going to read. And I always try to do higher level thinking questions to help them retain the information and meet the standards. So in a lot of these questions, these are the 5 that they're doing. They're just answering these 5. It'll be, what do you feel about this? How would you act if you were involved in this situation? It's going to be, sometimes they're what if scenarios, role-playing scenarios, but yeah, right here, question 5, which statement or part of the preamble, the first 52 words, that's the start of the Constitution, you probably know it. We, the people of the United States, in order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility. I could keep going, but we got to keep this short. Which do you feel are the most important? Explain why you feel this way. Make sure your students watching the videos. This is a classic John Green one, and in their asynchronous time, they're doing these synchronously and asynchronously. You've got right down here, there's going to be the scoring rubric. It's important that they look at it and see how they're scored. Always use those scoring rubrics. And I'll show you part 2. So let's go back out. I'm going to show you part 2. Again, always from the Classwork link. So part 2, I always try to make part 2 a project-based, what I call super fun assignment. My students may argue with me and say they don't think it's as fun as I do, but in this one, this was a really fun activity. They were taking a song like Journey's Don't Stop Believin' or Queen's Bohemian Rhapsody, and they're like, it's any song that's a classic. I give them parameters here. They're going to insert words to make it a Bill of Rights song. So someone took We Are the Champions and they changed it to We Are Americans. Here's your parameters again. They could do extra credit on this. They can make a video, but they're taking a song, the original lyrics, it's all explained here, and they're making a song conversion. And there's your creative PDF, shows them how to do it, how they're scored. I always try to have little examples here to help. And I'm going to show a fun one. A student got really creative a few years ago, and they made this Little Mermaid song. They used their actual textbook. They went through it. I'm just going to show you a little bit, but here are some of the examples. I hope this helps you. Again, check in Skyward, see what's missing. I have recordings of each lesson as well, just like this recording that I'd love to share with you. So I'm going to end with this video. Thanks for checking this out.
Hello. I'm gonna sing part of that Constitution. This one's for you, Mr. Boothby. I would just like to say, I know my voice is horrendous. Extra credit is extra credit.
I just want to clarify, they don't need to make the video. They just need to do the song conversion and send it to me at Google Classroom. The song conversions were for extra credit. Final note, I do accept late work. So late work is totally acceptable. There's a slight deduction unless they meet with me asynchronously and we have them do an extra step. They can still get full credit, but I accept all and encourage late work. I don't encourage it to be late, but I encourage the completion of said work. So let's check out this extra credit example from a student from about 5 years ago.
Look at this book. Isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the guy who has everything? Look at this trove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one textbook hold? Looking at these pages, you think, sure, he's got everything. I've got treaties and surrenders aplenty.
And I'm going to stop it to not make this too long. If you want to see the rest of the video, go to my Google Classroom. Watch the whole thing, and he's going to go through all 10 amendments. Thanks for checking this out again. Have a great day.